No problem. No problemo. It's all, it's all sorted out. So might as well transition since the guys have been. You guys think that you've got the smoothest transition. Oh my word! check out check out that transition. That's cool beans. All right, listen, everyone. Sorry for this delay. There was a problem with the sound. It's an intermediate, so I'm sure everyone is going to be all hunky dory now and happy that we are here.
I am ready to roll.
There you go. There you go. All right, for any of you guys that do not know Mark, let's just quickly check out the chat. Hi, peeps. So if you guys just respond there this evening. Hi, Orianta. Ben's there. I just hope they actually seeing us though. Okay, guys in chat, just respond in chat if you are with us, if you can see us, and if you can hear both me and Mark.
Can you see and hear? Hopefully you're not deaf and blind.
You should be able to. But I mean, there is such a delay in any case on this feed normally.
There's like a 15-second, 20-second delay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous normally. Okay, let me just quickly go to that stream settings. And go to, okay, Nico says all good though, all good. So that is sweet bananas. Mark, I'm just going to post in the link. I'll actually post to the feed though. So if you want to share it on your social media, absolutely welcome.
Okie doke.
But no pressure. And as I said, it's just a very social evening. You can decide how long you want to stay. If you want to ride out the hour, if you enjoy it, then you're welcome to. But as I said, do not feel under pressure. Not often we South Africans get guests of your stature. The Oaks,
My stature.
your stature.
Wow.
The Oaks are normally scared. I mean, I sent messages to Sam, VapnFagan, Batman, Mike Vapes, even what's that guy that's so technical? DJ LSB.
Yeah.
And the Oaks, they chat back, but then you never hear from them again. So
you messaged everyone, and the only person that got back to you was me?
yeah.
You fucking suck. Can we swear on your show?
Well, there is one guy that came back, but then he found out who I was, and then he said, no, he's not going to be on my channel anymore until I delete the specific video.
You're some ignorant bastards, man.
Yeah, no, but I mean, that's the way the cookie.
Everyone starts somewhere, so.
No, it's true. I mean, as I said, we have been busy for quite a while, and the thing is, we just do not try even to invite overseas guys like you. It's just a no-no. And then I just
they're too big-headed.
Yeah,
they won't come on a show that only has a couple hundred or a couple thousand subscribers. No. That's the problem.
No, that is absolutely, yeah. So in any case, there I just put in the chat. I put inside that thing. All right, another interesting thing which you can see at the bottom over there. America's been doing it for 4 or 5 years. I've actually got a membership on the channel going at the moment. So that is absolutely awesome. Since we are being demonetized left and right, there is no way of income, and certain items you just need to purchase, because not everything which you want to review is necessarily what's going to get sent to you. Am I right, Mark?
Yes.
I mean,
all the stuff that I enjoy, I don't get sent for review. All the stuff that I hate to review, I get sent for review.
Exactly that, yeah. And I mean, I watch you. You're lucky you actually got that Oxva Arbiter, because I mean, I was actually looking at it before you did your review on it, and you can honestly see in your review that you were surprised by the flavor production on that thing. Is it that good?
Yeah, it's that good. The build deck, I think, is probably better than the bulk build deck.
Wow.
It's got a little similarity, but I mean, it's really easy to build on, real easy to wick. Flavor was really good. Top airflow, not going to leak. So I thought it was pretty awesome.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Let's quickly just check in the chat there before we actually go over and look at what we have in front of us. Pierre de Kok, Rian Klute, most of these guys is going to be South Africans, are going to be locals. But Mark, I promise you, these guys are really excited to actually get the opportunity to post questions to guys like you. Simply because when you actually follow one of your shows, whether it's not another vape show or the True Vapor show or ST's show. The point is, there's so many people commenting that your comments basically disappear. And you guys get to know your locals in any case, that you start mainly concentrating on those guys. So in any case, Nico's here, Ariano, AKS is in, Veronica Butler, hey, Louis Fury, there's a guy that, hey, I got my first donation. Can you believe it? It feels so good.
Can you email me the link to the show so I could share it?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I looked in the chat, I don't see it in the chat. So if you can email, or whichever is way easier.
All right, I assume it is VapnFagan.
You got it, at Gmail.
gmail.com.
Because I usually don't share links to shows until the show starts, because if you share the link too soon, people forget about it. It gets buried, and yeah, they always forget about it. So I always learn it's best to share it like a few minutes before the show.
I emailed it with no subject.
Okay.
Right, so that is there. Rian Kluter, hi there, Ben Vapes is here. Ariano, Snowfall, E-Liquid, that's the guy that sent me some nice juices. It's one of the juices I'm vaping on tonight is his pineapple ice lolly, which is very nice. And that's another thing which you guys miss out on, is the good South African juices. Oh my lord, we have got great juices. So in any case, I'll look at the chat a bit later. Mark, quickly take us through what you've got in front of you, what you're vaping, except for the Vapor Reso Gen with the BTFC.
That's what I'm doing.
See,
Vaporesso, BTFC. I'm using all the same stuff for the past couple weeks. Got the drag, got the little Gallop. I've been using this one actually quite a bit because I got wisdom tooth taken out yesterday, so I don't want to be huffing too much on vapor. So I've been using this little thing with 12 milligrams.
Lipo or 18650?
18650. This one's got a little internal, and everything else 18650.
All right. Now you obviously know the Humvee with the Simba. I don't know if you've tested the Simba yet, but it's actually got very nice flavor for a budget RDA. I think it's a win-win.
Who makes it?
Univapo.
Oh, okay. I didn't get your email for some reason. I don't know why. I'm checking my trash folder just in case. And it's not there.
I'll send it again. New mail. There's it again. VapnFagan@gmail.com. Okay, I'll put a subject this time. Link.
Maybe that's what it was.
To YouTube. In capitals. And I'll enlarge the link as well.
I don't know.
And I'll sign at the bottom. Okay. VapnFagan@gmail.com. That's it.
Did you attach any photos?
No, it's just plain straightforward link.
That's probably why you got to attach a nude photo to it for it to come through.
Specifically of a turkey. And then other thing which I'm trying out still, but I can't find a reason to justify why I've got one of these expensive billet boxes. I've tried the Insider, I tried the Flow V2, of which I enjoyed the most so far, and now I've actually tried the Boxer in this as well, the Boxer V2, and I think there's just so many flavor producing systems that have surpassed what the billet box can actually produce, that it's just one of those.
I don't know everyone's love for the billet box. I don't get it. I personally think it's a ripoff. Like, it's way too much for what you're getting.
And the thing is, there's so many customizable things if you start going into it. The thing bites you, oh my word. And then the Paramore with your friend Mike Vapes intake MTL on top of it. And I must say, it is really nice. It is really a nice RTA. Because normally if you hear you say something is nice, or Esty say something is nice, or Brian say something is nice of one of the others, then you take it with a pinch of salt. But this is actually very nice, most definitely.
Yes.
And then the Ages Legend, always the Torrent Beast. And then this little jelly box, which came in today with the lights.
I'm supposed to have that today or tomorrow. That looks really awesome.
It is very nice. I mean, you can put off the LEDs. If you don't like it, you can swap the different colors. They've got 7 colors available. It's very nice in the hand. There's going to be 2 problems which you have with this device. and the one's going to be the battery door. Not while it's on, definitely not, but loose. Oh my word! And then these two small up and down buttons. But otherwise, you're going to really like this device. It's very nice in the hand. It looks great. I just put on.
So does it feel cheap by any means? Like
It's no. Well, it's polycarb, and it's aluminum, but it's so well blended together, and it's so solid. There's no rattle on this thing. So no, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It doesn't feel cheap, and that's what I like about this, because it is a cheap mod. All I just did is I put myself 2 transparent wraps on my batteries, so that it looks the part. So I think it absolutely looks awesome. And yeah, that's basically what I've got. Juices is this Killberry, which is a strawberry and a kiwi there. I've, as per usual, my Blimey, so always vape. And then in my MTL, I've got Imperial mixed with a bit of caramel tobacco, which is inside the intake. And those are the setups which I currently have in front.
your setups are actually way better than mine.
No, but I mean, I know the reason why mine's better than yours is because you're too lazy to build. I know it. You can see I actually follow your channel. So sure. I don't know if you've got the chat open, but most of these people say they're huge fans. It's just, Mark, would you marry me? Let me know when you and your wife breaks up, etc. No, it's not that. It's not that bad. But yeah, now they're very excited. They all, good evening, Mark and Kaiser.
I did not get the email.
Still not.
I can't even find the goddamn show. I clicked on a link or the old Skype link. I can't find anything.
And even if I put it in the Skype chat, you don't get it.
Hold on, let me look chat. I'm in chat. The last thing. Oh yeah, I see. Oh, there it is. Now you just put it in there. All right. Now I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Now
Sweet bananas. Right, we're good. Now everything is running smooth.
We're good.
Yeah, and then you guys think you've got a build stand. Check out this build stand which I've got. This is one which Nico Libber made me. He decided that you guys have got this and that and that. He's just going to go one beyond and give me something I can build 50mm at his on top. And then I'm actually excited to try this out, the Violator, which from QP Designs. I don't know if you've received this.
No, I'm supposed to get that this week too. Is it good?
Well, I mean, I received it today. It's not mine. I wasn't sent this. I'm luckily, one of my patrons is Kelvin van der Merwe. There's he in chat as well. Hey guys. And he normally brings in some of the good stuff. Then he brings it to me to test and to review. And he just dropped it off an hour before the show.
That's pretty.
And then
sweet.
You probably got this thing.
I'm trying to get chat pulled. Let me look at you. Yep, I got that. How funny is that thing?
I just wish you can put off that sound. It's a pity they didn't put in a nice clear sound.
Greetings, my dear business partners. I'm Simon, the CEO of Impresso. I just greetings, my dear business partners. I'm Simon.
Yeah, but I mean to actually go through the trouble to etch your name on the side of the PM40. It's nice. You probably didn't even notice that because you never.
I did not notice it until yesterday. I noticed it. Usually my Christmas gifts that I get from companies I give away, I do like a Christmas show. I do a Christmas show and I usually give them away. So, but this is crazy with the whole voice thing. That's out of this world.
Yeah, it is. See, the nice thing is I can actually give this away as a whole package because I've got another. I'll remove this PM40 because it's got my name on the side, and then just put the other one in there and give it to one of my members. Because as I said, I also started the membership yesterday. Tonight would be the launch of the membership, and I've already got 2 members. How do you like them apples?
That's
no, because I think it's a better option to get your people away from patrons to actually contribute in that fashion rather than in members, because it's more interactive, man. But patron for me is you have to go to the patron page. The oaks aren't there. Here at least the guys are in the chat. You can give them a shout out, etc. You can see them use their icons which they earn if they become members, and that's lekker.
Patreon is too inconvenient because you can't Like you can't go directly live from it. You can't post videos to it. You got to upload your stuff somewhere
Yeah,
else and then share the on Patreon. Just makes things way too
they
hard.
absolutely.
So the YouTube membership is way
No,
better.
most certainly. I mean, it's easy. Just go to that specific page, set up your tiers, set up your different gifts which you can give to the guys, and everything is just so convenient. Listen, the other thing I wanted to ask you, Mark, I mean, I know that you, the four of you guys, have got an extremely nice dynamic going. I mean, as I said, I've been following you for 3-4 years already, so, and I watch all your shows. I mean, that's the first thing which I do Saturday mornings when I wake up. I watch you and Angela, and then Sunday evenings, obviously, the Not Another Vape show is on, and so on, so on, so on. But what exactly? Because you've met a lot of vapors, and so has Mark, and so has Brian, and so has Esty. What is exactly of each one of those reviewers that click with you, that made you stick with them, create a show with them?
I think it's all of our personalities. Like, even though we all kind of click and laugh and make jokes while we're live, we're all actually kind of different people. But the fact that we're all kind of different and we can all have fun with one another, I think is what kind of kept us around. Because Mike is sometimes a serious one. Brian sometimes I don't know, wants to be like, correct and perfect. And ST, I don't even know what the hell ST is, but I don't know. It just kind of clicked. Like, out of all the people I've met and hung out with, like over Zoom or Google Hangouts or at vape meets, like those three guys were always the three guys that always stuck around. Like, we always hung out. So just kind of happened like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I really like the way you guys get along, especially when you start irritating Brian. I just wait for that moment when he cracks up.
Those are those are the best times. I love those times.
You know exactly what to do to do that.
It's pretty easy to fry it off. It's really
you
easy.
just bring in some other pedophilic or some other weird Thanksgiving topic or something. But yeah, no, I know, I dig it, and I mean, most of these guys like it. When I told them that there's a good chance that you would actually be on, they were very excited. So let's quickly see. I can't wait to try the Arbiter. I think Fagan, being modest, the concept to me is the big airflow bulk, and credit to Mark for praising a lot of reviewers. Would be claiming the design, etc., etc. But it's true what you said about the Arbiter. There are similarities, but it's not something to get excited about.
No, yeah, it's just like the post design maybe is a little kind of the same, but everything else is way different.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's, to me, honestly, it's probably a little bit better designed than the bulk build deck, because if I were to do a bulk V2, there would be those little walls that you put the wicking behind. But I think it's a pretty genius design the way they did it.
And are you using it at the moment?
Yep.
Where is it?
Using it on the good old Triad.
Yeah, no, I've still got that as well. I've still got the Sub-Ohm edition, that blue one, which Vapor DNA sold. Shipped all the way to South Africa. Calvin from Adver says, hope you guys are well. No, we are doing extremely well now that everything's up and running there. Sorted out.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Solly says, Kaiser, can we get the link? I posted the link here as well in the chat, but Fagan says he does not. Calvin became a member. Welcome to the Winged Honors. Wow. Someone jumped to the honors. Oh, my word.
Son of a
There
bitch.
you go. That's 150 Rand a month. But I can tell you that in American is, you guys frown on that. That's normally when you would say $2, you SOB. But any case, no, here in South Africa, it's all good. Nico Libber says, Tammy, I made it. Rian Kluter says, Kaiser, you and Mark can do this Sunday show and call it the Lekker Vape Show. I'm trying to think of a nice name for Fagan's new guitar show. Because I know have you found a name actually?
I think, well, it's not going to be like a guitar. It's just going to be like just a whatever happens kind of show. I think it's going to call it Off Topic, like with VapnFagan, or like the Off Topic show. So that way there's technically never a topic.
Similar to what we're currently doing. That's why I call this show Wing It. I mean, it's plain and simple. It If you want to bring up a recipe of some other chocolate mousse, go for it. I've got no issue. If you
Yeah.
want to ask me any questions, feel free, more than welcome. And if you're ever looking for a place in Cape Town to stay, I mean, South Africa is a beautiful place to visit. May have got another friend overseas.
I will never ever travel that far. I can't stay on a damn plane that long. If it's not less than 3 hours away, I'm not going.
And we don't have a Taco Bell down here in Cape Town. Not that I know of. It could be, but I'm not sure. I know you enjoy Taco Bell. Rian says, Kaiser, you and Mark can do this, blah, blah, blah. VapnFagan, do you remember when you farted on reverb in one of your shows? That was epic. I actually put a clip of your fart in one of my shows. Yeah, but that's why I enjoy you. You just...
The fart?
No, not
if you
just...
If you catch him at the right time and you could hit the effect button real quick, you could perfectly get a nice echoey fart.
But I mean, doing that while the guy from Evolve is actually showing this $120 super advanced device. I can see the OCD kicks in and you stand up and put on your pants. But the faces of the panel was just the best.
I think the best times to do something like that is when the show is getting a little too serious, and people are just, when they're getting too serious, you got to do a little something to kind of bring them back. Like, all right, let's not get too serious. So relax.
No, you definitely got that right. CC Reviews, hello. Hi there, Tammy. Thank you very much for joining. Dion Downhauser. That's definitely not local. Definitely not. Nice show there. I make custom tips and homogenizer for Vape Juice 2, Nico Libber. Yeah, he made me a great homogenizer. I showed it actually. Do you know what homogenizer is?
Not a mergenizer?
Homogenizer.
Homogenizer. I have no clue what the hell that is.
Homogenizer is, okay, and you probably won't know because you're not into do-it-yourself. But if you make your juices, normally the thing is if you've got desserts or juices which need to steep a long time, you're talking about month, 2 months, 3 months or whatever, then you get the special device which the medical practice, they basically use it. Angela should know what homogenizer is because they use it in hospitals to mix tissues as well. And he actually CNC'd a homogenizer for me, which you connect to the front of a Dremel. You know what a Dremel is?
Yeah, I got a Dremel.
And that was a problem with buying homogenizers from overseas. Number one, it's hopelessly too expensive, and it does not necessarily fit something like the Dremel, which is very popular in South Africa. So Nico Libber, he's also the guy that made that, the guy in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Made that hand.
That's not...
No, it's not the guy that makes
this.
Right? No, it's not. That's
somebody
bearded Viking.
Oh, is that who made that?
He also sent me one, but I don't know. Mine just disappeared, and I don't blame somebody for trying to take it though, because it was a beautiful thing. It's called the Skulk.
Yeah,
that thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I know Bearded Viking sent all of you. He sent one of those things because you see Mike using one of them. You see, I think, who else I saw? Sam.
It's nice to know that you know who sent it to me and I don't know who sent it to me. That's pretty sad that you know it.
The thing is, you knew Mark, but you forget.
Yeah. I'm getting very forgetful. Older age.
But what I noticed about you is, when it comes to sex topics, you're on the ball. If you would know your vaping game like you do know sex terminology, sex positions, sex videos, those things, you would probably be the most knowledgeable vape reviewer out there.
I think I have a lot more experience in the sexual department, probably. Yeah, vaping since 2010, sexually active since what, 1992 maybe.
But I must say I laughed because one of the shows of yours which I watched, just as my wife was entering the room, you had that cylinder with that vagina on the inside, which you actually took out and showed. And my wife was, what is that? But it shows you how innocent some of us are. I mean, I didn't even know you purchased it in cans like that. Is that on the go, which you get at a garage?
No, I bought that on a website.
But you say it's a slip cleaning it.
It's actually from a sex toy website. But when it ships, it's not in that, it's not in the it's in a brown box, so nobody knows what it is. I don't know, for some reason whenever I meet people, they love to bring like dildos and stuff. I don't know why, but it's one of those things that sticks with you, I guess.
Martina says, good day, gents. And then Kelvin van der Merwe asks, at Fagan, what is your rarest and most expensive mod?
Ugh.
Well, you've probably given away 80% of your collection.
Yeah, I've given away a ton of stuff. I don't know. Expensive. Jeez, man.
I think you probably gave away your most expensive stuff like the billet box.
Yeah, the billet boxes and stuff like that I've gotten rid of. But I still had, I wonder if I still have my Nemesis. I think my Nemesis mech mod is probably my oldest. The original Nemesis. Maybe some people have not even heard of it. As far as most expensive, yeah. That's, I don't know.
Don't you have any die codes?
No, I tried to buy die codes, but it never got shipped. So I don't know what happened with that. Like my boxer mods are pretty expensive. I got some, I do have a one-of-a-kind. Oh, wait, that's not. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. This is from SQ Mods. So this it was something he made for us a while back with our logos on them. I mean, this is probably pretty expensive. It's got the heat chip in there. The internals are beautiful on that. Look at that. Whew, that's nice.
Chrome. Mm.
But I'm not like a big expensive mod person. After I found out that a $30 Chinese mod can vape just as good, if not better, than like a $500 mod, I never really got into them. I never got into collecting mods or atomizers or stuff like that. I purchased a few expensive mods, but once I realized half of them are just, for looks more than anything, I got rid of them.
Yeah, but
I do collect them.
I mean, that's absolutely true. Because as I said, I've got this billet box and I've got the Daney die codes, the 21700 one, and I've got the Vicious and Squonker. But yeah, when you look at what I'm using, the Aegis Legend, the Humvee,
and you got those expensive mods, and you're using that stuff, yeah. And plus, like expensive mods, like bringing them outside. So, what if you drop them? If you drop something like this, you're not, This thing has been almost destroyed. I lost the battery door for 2 days. I finally found the battery door.
Yeah, I know, behind your bed.
Yeah, exactly. But I bought like a hammer of God. I remember I've always wanted a hammer of God, and I finally found one a couple of years ago. I bought it. When I got it, I used it one time, and now it just sits on the shelf. I never touched the mod.
You actually still have it, though?
I still got it. It's uncomfortable to use. It's big. The button sucks on it. But I know they're not the most expensive, but
now don't you have a nice Dual 18650 series mech mod?
No, I don't. I don't have any series mods at all. None.
Because that's one thing which I still also want. I just want to get one Dual 18650 series mech mod. Because Kelvin, he brought that. Yeah, what was that thing's name? Kelvin, quickly type in the chat. You can remember its name. It had a clown on. But it's also American made. But then I built a .45 on it, and it was stunning. I had a .22, but yeah, that thing hit, and then I swapped it to .45, and it was great on that thing.
That's one. Well, you know what? I don't know. Is the Hammer of God serious? I think the Hammer of God is serious. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but
I also got.
It was the two in series and the two in parallel.
Yeah. So yeah, it is. But what I've always wanted to try, like I always see them, and I'm just about to buy one, and I'm like, I pull back, is like a nice dual, like a series tube mod, like a nice long tube mod. Always wanted one of those. I don't know, maybe I'll buy one day. But I bought this. This is a series mod. This is pretty hefty. The VCP something pig. What is it called? Shit. Vapors Cloud something. I forgot.
It's solid brass.
I don't own very
solid brass.
Yeah. That shit's fucking patinaing like a son of a bitch. But yeah, I don't know. Series mods just never, because the coils I like are not, you can't use them in series. So maybe that's why I never really got into series mods. possibly.
Let's quickly see over here what's
I,
going on here in chat. Do you have a web page, Niku? Okay, blah blah blah. Niku's the guy, as I said, who made the homogenizer for me. They say your fart was hilarious. It was. Local from Cape Town, just an odd surname. Dunhauser, he says he's from Cape Town. Okay, Dion Dunhauser. Tammy, your wish list is getting long. And then here's something at VapnFagan. Do you still rate the isolation tank in this day and age? You used to love it. I had it 6 months and still rate it in my daily, rate it in my daily rotation. The isolation tank.
that is a great tank. I haven't vaped it in a long time just because I got so much other stuff. Like, that's the part that kind of sucks. Like, you don't get to when you get a lot of products, it's hard to stick with one thing because you got to keep trying other devices. But lately now it's been kind of slow and pod systems and stuff like that, so I can enjoy more things that I like. But the isolation tank was a awesome tank. I still have it on my rack. Usually if I keep something and it's on my shelf or on my rack, it's really good. And that's why I never like got rid of it, gave it away, or it didn't fall apart and get tossed out.
Yeah. Now that's the same with my display case at the back of here. If anything gets in that display case, then
it's good.
then it's good. So it makes it easy for somebody when he asks me, listen, what do I think of the Destiny RTA? What do I think of the Kelpie? Or whatever. Then I know it's not there, so I would say there was things that impressed me more. But those things.
The best way to tell... The best way for a viewer to tell like what products are really good is look at a YouTuber or someone that's using a product after they reviewed it. If they're still using it, like on the live show, like for instance, using this on a live show, I'm using it all the time. Obviously, it's really good if I'm still using it. So that's a good way to tell. If someone reviews, let's say, the Gallup, and you never see it again after that video, doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, but it wasn't all,
Yeah, well, there's just something they prefer. They prefer above it. But it still might make it a good device.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure. Smock Nord, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you should ship vape products like they do the sex toys. Then there shouldn't be a problem at the shipping. Tammy, I've got no idea what you mean there.
I have no idea what that means.
Recently got the Bonza mech. Loving it. I know the Bonza was on special. A few places here.
Bonza.
There's Calvin. Oh, Calvin's got his RTD2. So if anyone's in chat wondering what that little RTD2 SIG is behind Calvin's name, that is for becoming a member. And then if you're a member for 2 months, then you've upgraded to a Stormtrooper. And then you become a Darth Vader.
So,
then,
my question is, what are the perks for being a member of your channel? Do they get any perks?
No, they do. Unlike your channel, we actually do. We actually do have perks over there. Now, obviously, if you're on the lowest level, which I call the primary level, primary, secondary, tertiary, and then you get your honors level at the top. So you should know that the perks get carried over all the way. So the guy at the top level, they coming to account of getting the stuff which I get sent. If I don't want to use it, like as I said, this from Vaporesa, because I've already got one. If somebody out there wants to use this as a collector's, they're absolutely welcome to it. Though, I mean, I've still got an extra. There's a lot of gear in the drawer, which if Vaporesa sends, they send me additional ones. So those guys get that, and they get the recipes to my best juices. So they will have that as well. They also get discounts, a certain percentage discount on purchases from me if they're interested in getting juice from me, or if I bring out apparel or things like that. I can't even remember what the things are. Other things is videos. There are videos which I will make, which I don't post on YouTube. So those videos will be exclusively to
Are those like nude videos?
Why do you want to become a member?
I have to become a member right now. I guess not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be nude videos, but then it will be of the neighbor. But I must say, I don't have the problem you have with a El Mariachi band staying next to me. I've just got an old German guy on this side, and I've got a very nice guy on that side. And yeah, the people basically keep to themselves, except besides the fact that it's COVID now. They always do,
Yeah.
and they, I mean, they're not a nuisance, and that's nice. Even when we make music till 11 o'clock, and then we stop. But we normally bring down the level from about 10 o'clock, and as soon as somebody complains, we take down. We're not those neighbors which is gonna specifically irritate you and decide to what the hell it's we partying and. No, we consider it.
I don't care. Like if people party and blast me, like I don't care if anyone does that because I used to do that all the time. But the way my neighbors did it, they put a full band, like an actual band, on their front lawn, which is probably like there's like a 12-foot gap between my house and his house. Like it was so loud right here, I couldn't hear nothing. Like they had a drummer, a guitar player, I think they had a saxophone, like. And then everyone gathered around it was like a concert outside. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, they were in your driveway as well.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, now I got your email, by the way.
Oh my word!
Wow, it took that long.
Yeah,
Holy
but Cape
Jesus.
Town is very far away. It's
I guess
not only you that's scared of flying. Some internet data is also scared of flying. But you were actually the one, because during this COVID period, I got myself something similar to what you've got on your porch, the back there, your gas griller. And I watched one of your shows where you and Angela. Is Angela there, by the way?
Oh, she's at work.
Well, tell her we from South Africa say hi. But
I will
and then
do.
you use that thing, and we kept on using it the wrong way, because I saw you actually heat it up, and then you put in what you want, and then you close it again, and then you open it after 5 or 10 minutes, depending on what it is, and you just flip around your burgers or your corn, and then you close it again, and when you open it, you're done. See, we kept it open and flame grilled everything.
Oh yeah, you don't want to leave the lid open unless unless you really know how to barbecue. You can do it with the lid open, but I use my grill like a regular oven, so I keep the lid closed, flip it, close it.
Yeah, see, that's where you guys are one up on, because we in South Africa aren't big barbecuers. We big braaiers. We like to make a fire, get coals, put a grill on top, and braai our steaks and stuff like that on the coals. But you guys do the barbecue thing.
I love charcoal or coal grills. They're just, the propane is just more convenient. It's easier, it's cleaner. You don't have to clean out the ashes afterwards. But I will say the flavor you get off a coal or charcoal grill is way better.
Definitely. No, absolutely, yeah. Recently, we're behind again. Kelvin says he actually gave the name, The Suicide Overdose. That was the series mech which he gave me, which I used on one of my live shows. So yeah, you can actually do yourself a favor and go and check out that thing. But it's 3D printed, but it's so well put together, and the thing hits, oh my word, Suicide Overdose. But it's American made. It
sounds pretty suicide. Is it by Suicide Mods or no?
Yeah, Suicide Mods Overdose. It's got the weird clown face, almost looks like that It clown. Dominic Banks says he got the Titan. Yeah, I don't know if you ever vaped on the Titan or on the PWM mod from Steam Crave. That huge.
Yeah. Yes. Those are awesome.
They are great.
They're kind of like the. Where's it at? Oh my god, I don't know where it's at.
Do you still have any big atoms around? Big atomizers, 38s, 40s.
No. Where is oh, here it is. So the Titan kind of reminds me a little bit of the, I forgot what they're called.
The Hexome.
Hexome, there you go, yeah. And the Titan is parallel, right?
Yeah, but remember,
the
Titans was the square one, or the rectangle one.
I think I'm thinking of a different mod.
This one.
What mod are you talking about?
This mother chucker.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. I'm thinking of a totally different mod. That is pretty. I've never seen that thing. Steam Crave, yeah. Holy shit! I've never seen that thing in my life.
It's also the Titan art.
Yeah, I know the.
RTA on top
Yeah, I
of the
know the
Titan
tank.
PW, but it's great. I mean, the battery door just comes. You just pull it out, and it actually puts in any way which you want it to.
That's actually the same battery door on the Hammer of God. That's the Hammer of God. Technically.
Yeah.
Where
But what I
is
like
it?
about it is the fact that it's 18650, which the reason why I don't want one of these things in a 21700 is it's too heavy. But if you
Yeah.
take it as 18650, then it's fine. Then it's nice. But there's my hex. Look at that nice wrapping which you get for the hex.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's
That is
from the
really
same company. You actually buy the decent wrapping. It's actually a black one which I've got, but it's fantastic wrapping which you put on this.
That is pretty sweet looking. Where the hell's my? Oh my God! I had my Hammer of God, and now it's missing.
Well, it's probably
Anyway, that mod is the Hammer of God. That's
yeah, it's the same.
Isn't that
Exactly the
regulated?
same shape. But this one is voltage. It's a voltage mod.
Yeah, the button on there looks a hell of a lot more comfortable than the Hammer of God.
Yeah, but I still.
No, there's a mod. Okay, I don't know if you know, but with Hexome, there's another company called or another company that makes the Hello Brain. What's the name of that mod again?
The X.
No, the mod you're using.
Oh, the Titan. Titan
Titan, yeah, there's
PWM.
a company that makes the Titan mod. It looks just like the Hexome. That's the mod I thought you were talking about when you
Yeah, you
said
can
Titan.
see there's a screen. And then that button you
Yep.
just adjust the voltage with. I like this one. There's a newer one which came out, but it looks like a flower. The button. So I prefer this older one. That's much nicer.
Oh, yeah. I'm up to find my Hammer of God.
But Dominic, yeah, you should enjoy the Titan. Another thing, atomizer which really impressed me, Mark, was the 28 millimeter from Steam Crave, the Aromamizer Supreme V3.
Yeah, that was
The one,
really good.
but you
I
had to
enjoyed
use the
that.
Posters dual deck. Then it shined. I did not like the single coil deck. It actually sucked.
Yeah, that was a pretty good atomizer. That mod, I gotta look at that mod. I've never seen that before in my
It's
life.
impossible.
I don't think anyone over here got it either. Like I don't remember Mike getting it or anybody. Maybe
Yeah, I was actually lucky that because Steam Crave sent me their products. They're one of the companies which use me. They like my reviews. So I'm lucky because I really enjoy their products. They're great quality products. So I mean, I've got the Aromamizer glass. I mean, there's a lot of Aromamizer gear. The Hadron I've still got over there. So no, they up in the display.
I think I'm gonna buy one of those. They're currently in
get it.
stock. Black.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, that looks. I might
You're
get one
gonna
of
love it.
those.
The feel is also great on this paint job. Brilliant. No, it's awesome.
It's the affordable regulated Titan mod. It's pretty much or Hammer God.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I don't know if you saw the new hammer I've got, the four horsemen.
I think I just seen it when I was searching for. There's so many different Hammer God. Isn't there a regulated Hammer God too? I
I've never
thought.
seen that.
Like, I'm not sure if I remember seeing it or not, but yeah, there's so many of them. I forgot which one I have.
Yeah.
I think I got like the second or third version.
Martina says my paranormal DNA 250C, 2 LCDs and 2 boards later, and it broke again. So I never will buy a DNA again. Martinez, you're just unlucky. That's very unlucky.
But DNA boards, depends on where you're from, but DNA boards, you could send them back to Evolve and they fix them for free. But if you're way out in South Africa, then that might be a different story because it might cost you quite a bit to ship it there.
It's not actually that bad. What it happened to my V-Guard, that Steel Series 200 which I had. When I bought it new, when I pressed the fire button, it actually heated up around the 510 area where you screw in your atomizer. It heated up and that was weird. And then I contacted them, I emailed them, and they said no problem, they'll replace it. All I need to do is just get it there. They will pay for the shipping back to South Africa as well. And it cost me 800 Rand to ship.
800
No.
grand. You buy a goddamn house for that much.
800 rand mark.
Oh,
So
okay.
divide that by 15, and then you get the amount of dollars, which it is. So, but what that was nice of them to actually do that though, because for me, I'd pay 800 rand easily if I could get a brand new one replaced, which
Big
works.
difference.
Is that a
Focus.
coil?
Focus.
That could be
What?
anything, you know, maybe cricket, a tooth.
That
It's a
is
tooth.
it's a nasty ass
Is
tooth.
that the one they
Got
extracted
ripped out of my
yesterday?
mouth. One way in the
But
back. Yep.
that thing doesn't look too bad.
Eh, it's got like a hole on the other side of it. It looks
If
pretty
I had that
bad.
thing in my mouth, it still would be workable for at least 10 years.
There's a hole going right
Yeah, but
through
they
it.
must just could have put there some gold
Well,
in there.
it's a wisdom tooth though. I don't think they save
Yeah, no,
wisdom
they don't. Yeah.
teeth.
No, it's not worth a while. It's too expensive, put it that way.
Yeah.
Calvin says the isolation RTA, he also has one. It's awesome. Martin, what do you drive? VapnFagan, what is your estimated value of your collection? We asked that. I don't know. You must have never watched our shows. But the previous guest which I had on last week, Rob Fisher, he is one of the high-end collectors in South Africa. And he got asked that exact same question. And he said something 600 and something thousand rand.
Holy Jesus.
So
Yeah, my collection is nowhere near that. I don't collect a lot of high end stuff. A lot of the atomizers and mods I use are usually China mods, so they're like under 60, $70. And plus I've dwindled down my collection. Like this whole shelf used to be mods and atomizers, and I decided just to put it all down to one shelf now. And I kept like all the real good stuff that I love and got rid of most of the stuff that was just kind of sitting there more for decoration.
but you probably get sent most of your stuff in any case though. Or must you also still actually
Yeah.
purchase what you really like?
Usually have to purchase what I really like. Even for juice, like liquid, I usually have to purchase what I like. And the stuff I get sent, like it wasn't how it was back in the day where we used to get stuff that we really liked. Now it's like we get the pod systems and AIOs that we usually are just not our style of vaping. And something we do like let's say, I don't know, the mod you're vaping, for instance, we'd have to buy. So I don't mind buying stuff if I really like it or know I'm going to like it. I have no problem buying it. But like a pod system, I'm not going to buy pod systems because I don't vape like that, you know. So that's why companies are sending them, because we wouldn't buy them usually to review.
Yeah, pod systems is just a slip to me because you just need to replace the coils the whole time. And that's just not worth a while for me. So yeah, so your estimated value you would say is around $1.2 million. It's not bad.
Who the fuck's 1.2 million?
I'm messing, man. So you would say roughly around $20,000.
My mods? Hell no. Maybe let's see, maybe like 5,000, if that. Yeah. I mean, I got some American-made, high expensive. I wouldn't say like maybe under 5,000, and that's really pushing it.
You probably watch porn stars as well, not the naked porn stars, the porn shop. Those guys with Rick and them.
Yeah.
You must probably get so excited when you see some of those guitars which they actually bring in there.
Oh yes, most
Jimi
definitely.
Hendrix, Sammy
Mo-
Hagar. I was
Yeah.
glad to hear that you won one night. I think you said that you like Joe Satriani's music.
Oh yeah,
Well
definitely.
done.
How can you be a guitar player and not enjoy Joe Satriani?
I was just disappointed. There's one guy there's two people you haven't mentioned as guitarists, which I rate very highly, and the one is Mark Knopfler, and the other one is Gary Moore.
Is Mark from
No,
Judas
Dire
Priest?
Straits.
Oh no, I don't think I even know who he is. And who's the second person?
Gary Moore.
Gary Moore. Yeah, it's not that. It's just really not my style. Like I never got into. There's a lot of styles I've never gotten into. Like I'm not a fan of Led Zeppelin. I'm not really a big fan of the Beatles. I don't say that. That doesn't mean they suck. It's just not my style. Not my.
But you like Def Leppard's music. Yeah, but
Yes,
yeah,
which is
no, I also
strange.
love them. They're
Yes.
great rock. Glam, what's it? Glam rock, ne? That's basically what they are. Glam.
Maybe, yeah, considered
No, I
glam
enjoy
rock.
the
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, there you go. Danielle Sully, VapnFagan says $5,000. I was stoked for the Kelpie and had to wait months to get it because they were sold out everywhere. But the Kylan Mini is better, lol. I sold my Kelpie the day after I reviewed it. I wasn't that impressed, and that's another thing which I actually wanted to talk to you about, Mark. Is you've also got in a lot of products from reviewers. Don't you expect those products to be close to awesome?
The ones that the reviewers
Yeah,
design.
yeah. Where they attach the names
Yeah.
to.
Well, I expect them to be perfect, but then again, because there's two different ways you can design something. You could design something that you like and you prefer, or you could design something that you think everyone's going to like. And I think some of these products that the reviewers sometimes design is something they like, and then sometimes a reviewer will design something that they know is going to sell and may not necessarily be everything to their perfection, but they know it's going to sell well. But I mean, a good majority of the products I've gotten from reviewers I've liked. There may have been one or two that weren't the greatest, but
So you're
you know,
actually admitting on the show that you actually like the dead rabbit and the drop dead rabbit and the stand up again red rabbit and
no, nothing, nothing that Vapin Heathen had his musty fingers on. Have I like? I'm not even. I think I tried it. Yeah, but no, nothing that he's had his fingers on have I touched.
but it's just weird if you look at the vape reviewers. Most of them are using their own stuff,
Yes,
and
Er, which is come to be expected, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
you want
yeah,
to
obviously
use and
for
promote your own stuff.
promotional purposes. But do you think everyone that
Hmm.
uses their own thing think that it is there's nothing better than that? Or is it just because they've got so much pride in it and they're so used to using it though that they've actually become one with their RDA or RTA or mod?
I think I think they tell people it's the best, but deep down inside, if they get something that's a lot better, they're going to say, "Damn, this is better than mine." But they're not going to admittedly openly say that because they'd probably be stupid. I've done that many times. Maybe that's why my products never succeed, because I kind of badmouth them sometimes. Like I'll say, "Oh, this RDA is way better than my BTFC" or something like that. But I think most reviewers are just, yeah, I don't think they're. I don't know. It's a hard question, but I think they know that there's stuff better out there,
Now,
but they can't say.
if you were to take two setups along with you somewhere, what would it be? Not that you're not allowed to put it that way. There where you're going, say it's an island. What two setups is that?
I would bring the Lost Vape Triad because that is a beautiful mod. 3 batteries last you hopefully the whole day. The BTFC, and not because I made it, just because it's really easy to build on. I don't struggle having to build it. It doesn't. I'm an over dripper. It doesn't leak. So that would be one setup, and then the second setup would probably. What would the second setup be? Oh man. Oh shit. I don't know. A second setup would probably be a sub ohm tank. Because sub ohm tank convenient, so I don't have to worry about dripping on it. I don't got to worry about the. Every time I bring an RTA or rebuildable outside, it always leaks for some reason. When I'm in the house, it vapes perfectly, but when I go out and let's say the weather changes or the pressure changes, that's when it starts leaking. So I actually prefer sub ohm tanks because they're convenient and don't require a lot of maintenance when you're out. So I'd go either with the Arctic Dolphin, not the what am I talking
Arctic
about?
Dolphin.
Falcon King. Holy shit. Arctic Dolphin. Falcon King sub ohm tank, and we'll sit that on top of I don't know.
Has to be
We're
has to
gonna
be a
sit it
dual
on.
18650.
Oh, it's gotta be dual, okay. I would sit it on top of Lost Vape. Or not Lost Vape, Asmodus Minikin V2.
And
there you go. Sub-ohm tank, S-Modus Minikin V2, and then BTFC sitting on top
with
of
a
the triad.
custard banana.
Yeah, definitely got to have banana juices. I'll do one banana, one custard. That way I can mix them between each other. Yeah,
But
perfect.
that's another thing which I find strange of you, because you say convenience. But I would think you're one of the few guys which do not use an RTA. One of the few reviewers. I mean, I would do my build and things like that, and if I'm on a live show, I would use RTA because I find that a lot more convenient than dripping. But you stuck to drippers. You tend to shy away from RTAs. Why is that?
Yeah, like years ago, I was doing RTAs, but RDAs are just, I don't know, because you can kind of pull the cap off and kind of see what's going on with your coils when you're dripping. Like with an RTA, if something starts leaking or you get a dry hit or something, you got to take the whole thing apart. You got to drain the tank just to see what's going on with the coils. So I think the RDA, it's just a little bit easier to manage and look at. And like I said, with RTAs, for some reason, when I'm at home, they're perfect. But the minute I go out or go somewhere, or I lay my mod down sideways or something, they always tend to start leaking. Not all of them, but a good majority of them. So that's why I prefer like sub-ohm tanks or RDAs.
The one says, yes, I love the original Reload RTA, but I haven't tried the 26. Well, I see a lot more 26s up for sale than I actually do 24s. So I assume people enjoy the original Reload RTA more than the 26. But I prefer the Reload RDAs above any of those. I've still got 2 Reload RDAs.
Yep, I do too. I got my 2 Reload RDAs. I got the 1 original RTA, which was the best. That was a damn good RTA. I enjoy that one.
And then somebody says, is the Kylan Mini that good? The Kylan Mini is nothing wrong with that. Heerlijkheid.
Yeah,
oh my word, we're far behind. Look at me. We never go to the chats. And it's past 9 already. See, Mark, it goes quickly. And
does it?
Yeah. We've been busy
for
50 minutes. So, yeah.
Time does fly. When you got a good show going, time flies all the time.
It flies. Well, I'm actually glad. So now, at least when I invite you in 2 months' time again, you would come on again.
Yep, definitely.
And then I'll start taking you apart, because then.
And the other reviewers that you emailed who have not replied to your email, they should be ashamed of
themselves. But you can tell them that. You can tell Mike to do me a solid and join me on one of my shows.
I'll be sure to tell him. Definitely. I'll tell him tonight, actually. It's Thursday.
Please tell him, yeah. No, tell him. Coil says that Kaiser perks for members is only on the fan page. You guys can look at the perks. Can read the perks, and you can must decide if you want to join or not. Cis gasbraai is sacrilege. Gas braai. There's certain things which you can do on a gas. I mean, if we braai fillets, whether we do it outside on fire or on gas, we flame grill our fillets and our patties. There's just certain things that you need flame grilled, and then it's awesome. Yeah, the Ariane to say we flame grill anything, lol. I hate the KLP by any means, but more air and more capacity is good in this case. I got myself the Vaporesa Lux PM40, and so far I'm finding it lekker. It's a very nice device. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes.
But I mean, if people like me and Mark, we get so many stuff, pot system wise, that the next thing which you try, you forget how that one was, because the next thing is also good, and that's the problem. The others, they shift to the one side. The Titan RTA awesome because you can mix your juice straight in the Atty, no need for a bottle. Yeah. Are you going to order the Titan RTA and the Titan mod, or are you going to order just the Titan mod? You're going to order both a setup, Mark?
Oh, I'm getting just the mod. I've tried the tank. Yeah, I've tried I thought you were answering somebody in chat. No, but yeah, I tried the tank. The tank's awesome. It's just a little bit too big, but the mod, I'm definitely going to order it.
I can't wait to get your opinion on that. Liesel Brandt says the Hammer of God button is so difficult to push. No. Oh, the Hammer of God button.
Yes.
Okay, no, not this one.
Yes, that's why I hate it. Because the button on the Hammer of God is it's like it's flush with the mod, so you got to push into the box. And when you're already holding that big box, the button is just so stiff. It's so uncomfortable.
This one's nice. This one's absolutely nice.
Yeah, that one's
At Fagan, is the Titan you refer to from Warlock mods or something?
No, hold on, let me look it up. I don't even know if they're still in business. Let me look. The Titan mods, TIT. It's just like the Hexome. The Titan V2 and the regular Titan who makes them? Silver Steam. Silver Steam, there you go. It's a parallel, and I think they make series mods, and they look just like the Hexome, but they say Titan on the front. Wow, they're only $100 now? Damn, they used to be more expensive than that. Yeah, that's the mod I was referring to. Silver Steam Titan. Thank you.
Okay, and then this is the Titan V2 is out now. The Stormbreaker button is a pain too, but I like it. 800,000 rupees. I don't even know what a rupee is.
That sounds like a lot. Just sounds like a lot.
Coil says the Hammer of God V1 was a quad parallel. The rest were para series.
I don't remember which one
And
I
he
had.
says there was a regulated DNA 200 and a 250 hammer as well. Well, there you go. So you were right. They were regulated.
Yeah, if I could find a regulated Hammer of God, oh, that'd be so nice.
And then Alex says that Mark's dental dam. He saw the tooth of yours. I'm still using the Roma Master Plus 30 milliliter. I love it. At Calvin, the isolation is so smooth, unique vape. Calvin says at Coil, most definitely, it's a daily for me, as well as the Fatality M28, probably the M25.
Fatality, another good one. Yep.
Good evening, Kaiser and Mark. Rufus joined a bit late. Rufus Kane. I agree with Mark. I can't do pods. That's Graham that says so. Arianto says Dire Straits. Mark Knopfler. He's very good. Just go and listen to some of his guitar. I'm talking about guitar music. Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits. So Far Away. That's a nice tune to go and listen to. Just to listen to the guy's talent in guitar. And then Gary Moore's Friday on My Mind or Parisian Walkways.
Yeah, no Gary Moore. Dire Straits. I've heard of them. I just never really listened to your music, but I would definitely check them out.
Yeah, Rian says Guns N' Roses, but I know you're a Guns N' Roses guy.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
And then Liesel says I got the Violator today. Yeah, Liesel, there's the Violator. I will test it over this weekend. The Vibrator.
Yep. That one looks like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'll be interesting because I've still got my M25. It'd be interesting to see if this guy actually beats it though. As I said, the problem is I saw a guy put it up a day after he purchased it on the classifieds, and that worries me a bit though.
Oh wow, I wonder why he sold it so
quick.
Well,
I asked him and he said he prefers dripping to RTA, so he didn't really answer my question. But yeah. The bulk is severely underrated and underproduced, says Alex. And Rufus agrees with him, so you've got some bulk fans in here as well.
Dun, dun, dun,
dun. Yeah, there's just too much. I can't believe I got so behind. I
haven't even been looking at chat because I have chat on my other screen. And then when I look at you, I'm not looking at chat. The Jelly Box mod looks cool with the blue LED. There
you go.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that thing. It does look really awesome.
It's so easy to change the colors. I mean, if you want to...
Yeah, I love LED lights.
Check green.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, no. My son loves the purple. There's yellow as well. Let's go for the purple. Purple looks cool.
Yeah, that looks... Now, are they all coming clear, or are there two different colors?
They're three different colors. They've got the Ultim color, the yellow one, and then they've got the smoky one, which also looks great. But I specifically wanted the clear one. Because, I mean, when you see, sometimes Mike Vapes uses that clear Vicious Ant mod, and Jay Hayes also uses that clear, and then it always looks so great. So I think this is the poor man's Vicious Antus. Absolutely. It's great. Calvin says he's got a green Arctic dolphin, and that little mech little dojobby.
I got an Arctic dolphin still on my that I kept.
That small little.
I don't know why their name popped up from
that little
some
stabwood one with the button on the top, the side.
Yep.
That little guy. And then Mark, what people like about you is that you're just one of the guys and down to earth. That's true. Best entertainer in the industry. You're just yourself, and that's why I like it.
Yeah. It not too serious and not over the top, just kind of like in the middle, just hanging out.
And
That's
And
how it
Mark,
should
just
be.
remember, although I've asked other people, you were the first one which I asked. You were the first one which came to mind, but it's because I watch most of your videos. There's only 2 vape reviewers I'm subscribed to, and you're one of them.
Ooh, no. Who's the other one?
Jay Hayes, believe it or not.
Ah,
Although he's
Jesus
got
Christ.
beef with me. No, but I'm liking because I'm waiting for the day where he cracks up. Where I just see him seize up. We get so angry.
That's a waste of a subscriber right there. You should use it. You should use it on somebody else, definitely.
No, I should actually. Although I really like Bogan stuff, but the other guys I will do a search for. A YouTube search if I want to see what they reviewed. But yours comes
Yeah.
up.
Well, I appreciate that,
No,
sir.
you're welcome.
So kind of.
You're welcome. That will be insane if Mike and Fagan and Kaiser in a live show. What do you think of QP Designs hardware? There's nothing wrong with QP Designs. They've got very good product qualities as well. Mark, thank you for your time. Kaiser, great show. Arianto, thank you very much for joining. Mark, have you tried Mesh RDAs? I don't know if any reviewers are a fan of Mesh.
Yeah, no, I tried like the very first 2 that came out. I think the profile, it was all right. Like, it's good. I don't know. Like, my experience with Mesh RDAs when they first came out were like, they were horrible because the first vape would be so juicy and delicious, and then the second vape would shoot fire into your mouth. So, I don't know. I just never really gave them that, that much time. But I think the profile RDA was probably like the one I enjoyed the most. But after that, I didn't try any other ones. Like, this Mesh is, unless you're using Mesh in a Genesis atomizer as a actual wick, Mesh is not my thing.
But you can actually get this Simba RDA and you can use it as dual coil or Mesh.
Okay, yeah, but it's both.
But I actually gave them an idea of it would be nice if they just aligned their mesh posts differently. Then you actually could have had a mesh coil and dual coils in here with the air hitting them in the correct directions. But now your mesh sits this way and your dual coil sit this way, which is actually...
Does it vape better with mesh or with regular wire?
regular wire. I haven't found
a mesh
atomizer which the mesh has got a better vapor production than normal coils.
Yeah.
But you don't use aliens, or do you? Or you a Clapton guy?
No, I use a tricore fuse Claptons from Coilology. I've been using those for like the past 3 years. That's all I use.
And then Tammy says, Mark, you are awesome. Thank you for joining.
Sir,
it's a ma'am, I think so.
Thank you, sir.
Martina says you must give some Metallica some love. I'm sure he does have love for Metallica.
I definitely do. I actually watched. They had a live concert. It started off on YouTube. So they played the first song, and then after the first song, you had to go to the website and buy a ticket. So I bought a ticket, and they had like a live internet concert, which was pretty cool. It was half acoustic and then half, electric.
Yeah.
And it was, I think, the first online concert I've ever seen. But yeah,
But see, that's another thing. What I like about you is your love of music. I mean, I've been DJing from the age of 17. I only stopped DJing last year. So I basically gave all the music equipment to my son. I took him to 3 weddings, functions where I helped him set up. But one of my best weddings I ever played was a wedding where from 11 o'clock the night till 2 o'clock the morning, I only had to play AC/DC music. Because the bride and the groom, for their honeymoon, they would have gone to the last AC/DC live concert, which was held in Australia at that time. So they obviously wanted to get amped on them, but that was great. And they've actually got music which can keep you busy for that amount of time. A lot of hits.
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of.
Liesel says they can't. I don't see how anyone would sell the Violator because I think it's a best tank I've bought this year. Liesel, you must just specify: is it the first tank you bought this year? It does look as if it's got a lot of potential. I mean, you've got the different airflow inserts, airflows from the bottom, nice big build deck, conical shape, chimney wide enough. It's supposed to have the recipe to produce good flavor. Liesel, this is from Calvin. It's not mine. Calvin dropped it off earlier, so I'm going to review it. But it's not mine. It's his.
Is he giving it to you or
No.
borrow it?
I borrow it. The thing is, in South Africa, it's expensive. You're going to pay 1,400 rand for this, which basically,
Jesus, have mercy.
is what, $95 around there, which is expensive.
That's a lot.
So
Yeah.
before I want to pay that kind of money, I would rather test it first to see if it's really that good. And then at least
I
my
agree.
money is safe. But yeah, JAs does not like me much, Alex. There's a lot of people JAs doesn't like, so don't worry about that. I like vaping
Yeah.
with Vic too. I'll get vaping with Vic on though. I love his accent though, and he obviously is a very knowledgeable guy as well. For sure. I'm just
Definitely.
worried that he starts talking about the politics. He knows a lot about politics, but I'm not interested in the politics.
Yeah, I don't do politics
No,
myself.
definitely not. So listen, Mark, I don't want to hold you up any longer though. I mean, we've been busy more than an hour though. Is there anything which you wanted to say still?
How is the vape industry down there where you live? Is it
Well, I mean, it's
is it like it is down here?
no.
or-
Well, it's obviously a lot younger. I mean, vaping in South Africa has obviously not been around as long, or not been popular as long. I mean, you've got your local vapors, which has been vaping for more than, or have been vaping for more than 10 years. But I mean, for the whole mass, the group to get to know vaping as a culture, that's fairly young. But vaping in South Africa is very cliquey. It's a very cliquey business. I mean, you've got this fan group, and you've got that reviewer, and the guys are they're very funny. They're very, I almost say nasty, but it's probably not the correct word. But yeah, they're not supportive. They're not as supportive as what they should be or what they can be. Put it that way. But yeah, and we get in decent gear. We've got enough vendors in South Africa though. The prices are decent enough because there's so many vendors. You can't have one guy that's going to outprice everyone or have this stuff too expensive though. So that is nice. So we've got a nice market there. But we normally get the things in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe after you guys. But that's a nice thing about a reviewer. I mean, I think I'm the first guy which I saw post a photo of the jelly box, a review of the jelly box.
Yeah, I think so.
And that is
Possibly.
great. I think I was the first guy to actually put up review on the Hell Beast as well, RDA from Hell Vape.
Yeah, like nowadays, it's not how it used to be where like the biggest reviewers would get the product first. Now anyone can get the product first. Doesn't matter who you are or how popular you are. You know, companies send it to whoever nowadays.
Yeah, it just surprises me that you guys are, you not surprises, but I would never be in that situation where you guys are so big that you can actually make a living from vape reviews. I mean, I will never be able in that. I'm a biology teacher, so this is absolutely 100% hobby for me there.
That's exactly how it was for me. 100% hobby every day. It just a hobby, nothing. And then before you know it, you have a opportunity to, or it starts off like going to a vape expo. When a company sponsors you to go to a vape expo, it's like, okay, I can go to an expo. I don't have to pay for it. That's pretty cool. I'll do that. And then from there, you get opportunities to make money. And then before you know it, you know, you're making money doing what you love and what's your hobby. Like, who would not like to get paid for doing a hobby they love and enjoy?
No, obviously, but
you know?
yeah, but you had to work years to get that support base so that the companies notice you as a reviewer which can actually promote their product.
And it, like, a lot of people sometimes they'll get pissed or mad because reviewers get paid or whatnot. But we kind of earned what we got. Like, I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years. Now, if I came into this, let's say, and I'm only been in it for a year and I'm making money, then fine, you can, you know, complain and whatnot. But I think for the people that have been in it for as long as, let's say, me or someone even longer than me, if they're making money, you know, I think it's a good thing. Because I've been doing this every day. Well, not every day now, but when I started 5 years ago, I did a video every day. I devoted my entire life to, you know, my hobby, what I enjoyed. So, make a little money. Nice.
I actually sold a product the other day for, say, 300 Rand or something like that. And a guy said, listen, but how can you sell something which was given to you for free? But they don't understand that I had to pay income tax on that thing. I mean, I actually lost money on that thing, although I did the review for free. And now this oak complains that I actually tried to make up my import duties by selling it. What do you expect? So yeah,
There's always people like that complain that you're selling product that you got for free, but you realize you spend the time to record the video, edit the video, maintain your channel. Like that's a lot of time out of your day. So technically the mod's not free, because if a company were to give that to someone or pay for advertising or sponsorship, that cost them a hell of a lot more money than it is, for them just sending you a mod for free. So I don't think, people that complain about selling shit you get for free, I think it's more jealousy than anything.
yeah,
But
no, that is that.
yeah.
And there's an underlying jealousy running between reviewers in South Africa. I mean, my initial goal was to be the number one, the highest subscribed vape reviewer in South Africa. And I mean, I've done that about 2 years ago already. I've been there, but because of that, I actually cut my own throat, because the Oaks don't support me. They just don't back you. And all of a sudden, you're the dirty pig inside the pen. And you, I mean, I can't help that the guys actually enjoy my reviews. And I mean, if you watch any one of my reviews, just do yourself a favor, Mark. Just go and watch any single one of my reviews. Take the last one which I did. And you will see the quality is actually there. I'm straightforward. I give the negatives. I give the positives. There's no bullshitting about. Whereas other reviewers would sweet talk everything just to get stuff. See, I actually put my reputation up there first. And then if a company decides not to send me anything, it's too bad, too sad. But I'm not going to sweet talk something just to get stuff for free. That's why I married a physiotherapist with a good income.
That's the hard thing for new people when they start doing videos, is being like what do we used to call them? I forgot what we called them, but just everything's positive and good, just so they continue to get free shit from companies. Like no matter what it was, it's good. I love it. Yes, number one. But then after a while, like people that do that, I can tell right off the bat, because if their video is positive and everyone else's video is negative, then obviously something's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this little guy, which I reviewed. I mean, I straightforward said I would not advise anyone to buy this besides the purpose which I got it for. And that's as a 21700 MTL wattage device. Because, I mean, I had a lot of issues with this. And I had to say it, though. And it's so nice to see the guys actually comment and say thank you very much for pointing this out, because they wanted to use it as that. Because I can't even fit this guy, the Tauren Beast, which is a 24mm RTA with a bubble glass. I can't put on this. I can't put it on. It doesn't fit. So unfortunately, the bubble glass sticks out too far, though. So I have to mention, you might have an issue with RTAs with bubble glasses. But now, listen, Mark, I don't want to hold you up. I know you must still go and eat, and I must still go and sleep a bit, though. And you say you've got a show tonight. So do me a solid and give me a mention over there, and ask one of the Oaks if I email them to pop in, even if it's 10, 20, 30 minutes. I'm not that bad. We're nice and easy vibe here down in South Africa. So yeah. So thank you very much.
I'll tell Mike, I'll tell ST. Brian, probably not going to happen, but Brian or ST, I'll shout you out and tell him.
Brian, I can understand.
That channel.
As I said, I've been following you guys. I know there's what's Brian, he wants to retract himself. So you got to respect that as well. Yeah. But I mean, for the other guys, it would be nice.
I'll see what I can do.
Brilliant stuff. So thank you very much, all the viewers which actually joined in. So pity you guys didn't have so much questions. It's more comments, but we still appreciate the comments though. Liesel says, if you were sponsored, are your reviews censored by your sponsors? But the thing is, I don't know if Mark is being sponsored by anyone. I mean, I'm being sponsored by Coils. That white collar there in the middle. They sponsor my Coils, but
sponsorships are different, because usually if you're getting sponsored, it's usually by a juice company, a coil company, or something. Usually it's not like a mod company like Smoke or something like that. Usually isn't sponsoring. I don't know. It's different. It's hard to explain, but yeah.
No, it's fine. So thank you very much, everyone. I'm going to sign off now, Mark. I do appreciate it. I don't want to scare you with overtime, but I'm going to be in contact with you again. And
Thank you,
I'm sure
sir.
these guys are going to appreciate it. Cheers, mate. Have a good night.
Cheers. Thank you.